have my my other stool. This one's a little too low. So today's been crazy. I don't even know if this is even, is it even? It's like tilted. We'll fix it in post. All right, so I can sit up a little bit. I am gonna do quickly my makeup, preparing for a video shoot tomorrow with my team, and then I have a photo shoot on Wednesday, which is also behind the scenes look at doing the photo shoot. So it's a very busy week. And then Thursday, what happens? I can't even think that far ahead. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about, oh, you know what I'm doing also before I get there, because I just moved it. I found my vintage Tiffany jewelry. This is 25 years old. I have it in like a silver cleaner right now. This has my birth date on it from 2000. So it's 25 years old. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited though, because I knew for some reason my Tiffany jewelry turns black, which is very disappointing. And I bought the jewelry polishing cloth. It's helping. So I have the cloth that I just have it over there. But it takes a lot of elbow grease to get, literally it's black. You look at these pearls, or it's not pearls, these are silver pearls. You can see I started working on this one here. These two, but look at this. Is this not unbelievable how it turns black? It has always really disappointed me that their jewelry does this. I don't have any other jewelry that does this. And I've taken it before to them. They've sent it off to New York to clean, but then it just reverts back to this if you're not diligent with it. So I found all my vintage jewelry that I'm trying to clean. Now, what was the other thing I was going to say to you before this? Let me collect my thoughts. I need my mirror. Hold on. There is a challenge going around over on TikTok called the pan challenge. Now, what this is that when you say you hit pan, that means that you've hit the pan of the product like this. This is my Classic Beach Glow. I've showed you before, I've hit pan with this, so I don't get the reflection, so you can see I hit the pan. So that's what that's called. So basically I really can't use that anymore because the outside I'm just using the other two, and then I started a new palette. But this is really important for overconsumption, and I think this is where we get into trouble, is that we keep buying things, whether it's in your body care, your shampoo, conditioners, your styling products, your hair serums, your perfumes, your cosmetics, your skincare. You buy so much, and then do you use it all? No. And then it expires, it goes bad, then you feel bad that you have it, but you haven't used it. Who do you give it away to? Do you throw it away? The challenge for you this year is going to be to use what you have before you buy something else. I know that sounds very realistic and like, why would you have to tell us that? But let's look into our vanity. Let's look into our cabinets. Let's figure out how this happens. I was looking around, I did a big edit. I had told you that before in one of my last videos. And so my big intention is to use what I have and use it through before I get something else or try another brand, etc. So that's a really good way to be in control of how much you have and not to be overwhelmed, because that's a really big deterrent, I think, is that when you have too much stuff, it almost like makes you immobile. Like you can't create, you can't do, because you just have too much. Now, if you love how much you have and that's how you can really create and function, then you do you. But I'm just saying that this is a really great challenge for 2025 to get in control of all the products that you have. Use them. Really, do you really enjoy this product? If you do not like the product and you're just using it to get through it, get rid of it and get something that you really enjoy, that you love what your skin looks like, your hair looks like, because life is too short to be using product that you don't enjoy just because you bought it. That means you have to really rethink before you buy something else. Is it too much of a risk? Am I not going to like it? Have I read the reviews? Do other people like it? Is it something that would be really interesting to try? I just think it's such a great challenge. And I love that it started on TikTok, because TikTok has a billion videos on overconsumption, on just buying too much, showing all this organization. And some of those videos really make me have some anxiety, because I'm like thinking to myself, how do you have that much product? Like, how do you use that product? Now, my job is to try product and to use product. So I might have, sometimes a brand will ask if I would like to try something and then send me the whole collection. So, then I end up with the whole collection. Not ideal, but it has happened. I can't find my rose lip balm. I'm going to use this Clarins. This came in my little advent calendar. It's a lip comfort oil. My lips are so dry. I was on the courts again today and I forgot to put my SPF on my lips. Speaking of, I have a nail appointment I told you about. I'm getting the Russian manicure. My nails look so terrible. So terrible. I still have builder gel on and like in some little spots and I'm thinking, is this my nail or is that the builder gel? So what makes me nervous is that, gosh, they look so terrible. One of my girlfriends said that she peeled off all her gel from the Russian manicure place and she went back for her appointment and she basically got put on probation because they're really strict about what you do with your nails. You cannot peel, it ruins your nails if you peel off your gel. So she was very stressed because of the hurricanes. This was last summer. And I thought, oh no, like everything that's been going through my mind when I look at these is that I hope they don't, could they possibly turn me away because my nails look so bad? I don't know. I don't think so. This is I got this in my advent calendar too. It's the Clarins Moisture. It's a Hydra Essential. Moisturizes and quenches in it's a silky cream. So it's very lightweight. So it's great for the daytime. So that's what I'm doing, concentrating. Oh, I just really love this pan challenge. I think it's like it's just a challenge to really like love what you're using and use it all through. And that's so gratifying when you are cutting open, like, look, I'm almost at the end of my BB cream. So then I can cut it open and use the rest of it or scoop it out and just put it into a little jar until I finish it. But then, it's just like I went through, I can mark off, like keep a running list in my journal, like how many products that I really did I love it? Would I buy it again? Things like that. I'm almost done with these. This is from Rock. This is a retinol correction line smoothing night serum capsules. I use this on my décolleté because I do see a difference. Their vitamin C is really great too, but I love these little capsules. So I'm almost finished with this. And here's my Ritual Stress Relief supplements. I have 3 left. I have another bottle of this, so because I have it on auto and I really enjoy this. But I'm looking forward to this challenge. Here we are with one of my favorite cleansers, the Dr. Gross Cleansing Gel, the AHA BHA Daily Gel. We are halfway through this. I bought this for my father also when we were at Sephora together recently. I put it on Instagram and I bought him my favorite gel cleanser because he was not using the right cleanser. Now he is. So I'm going to do my makeup, get in the car, go to my nail appointment, and then we'll come back because I want to talk to you about this morning little elixir that I have been seeing and I have made and very interesting. So we're going to do that. I don't know how much filming I can do at this place. I've never been there before, so I'll have to be a little cautious, not to be too obnoxious. Okay, I am back. I am back from the nail salon. I am going to show you, it's like magnificent. They're so beautiful. I thought it was going to be, I don't even know, but I was just so worried about the cuticle and all the cutting, and it makes me like sweat when I see them using like the little cuticle snippers. This was totally different. There's so many steps. I filmed some of the process, but there's so many steps. I was like, okay, what am I filming? So all I have to say is the Russian manicure is beautiful. This is hard gel though, because this was an expensive manicure. I have to tell you, I wasn't really prepared. I didn't know it was hard gel. I thought it was just gel, but that's fine. And then I didn't know that she asked what kind of shape I wanted. And I said, well, just kind of a rounded square. So she filed them all down, which reminded me of a story when I went in 2019 to get my nails done. And I wanted that ombre. Ombre was really big with dip back then. And so I went to this new nail salon and it was actually really nice. But I left and for some reason my fingernails look like chiclets, like chiclet gum. And it bothered me so much because they filed them so weird. Like I've never seen my nails look so, I have like actually pretty wide nail beds. So looking like these little, I don't know what this person did, but it made them look like little chiclets. And I just couldn't, like, I just couldn't wait until my nails, like I could get this stuff off. But I had a photo shoot. That's why I was doing it. And I kept them on until I had to take it. I don't know. So when she started filing down, I was like, oh no, please, please no, please let's not go back to that time. It was really a nice experience, I have to say. A little bit longer than a normal manicure, but I enjoyed it. They look amazing. They look great for the photo shoot. But when I got home, I have a couple things that I wanted to show you. First, I showed you at the beginning of the video this olive oil, manuka honey, water, lemon, and ginger whole little concoction. It's like this elixir that's been showing up on my Instagram multiple times. And I thought, let me research what this is really good for. I wanted to just give you a little background on why you'd want to take that. So it's called the Immune Boosting Lemon Ginger Olive Oil Elixir Recipe. So this is all about strengthening your immune system. You drink it on an empty stomach, not that much. I like to put it in a little shot glass. My husband's taking it now too. It's not sweet. I did a double batch for what I was doing at the beginning of the video, but it's really one lemon, one little like kind of like break off of a ginger. It's 2 tablespoons manuka honey, 2 tablespoons really extra amazing extra virgin olive oil. But I doubled it because I wanted to have more, and I gave a little jar to my parents also. So you have all of these really wonderful anti-inflammatory, you have the rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory with the olive oil. This is like the best thing to wake up to. Wake up to fresh water and then take the shot of this immune boosting antioxidant. I'm thrilled with that this kept showing up. So that's what I wanted to show you. Maybe you want to have this for your little elixir in the morning to have on an empty stomach. I love the fact that you have to take it on an empty stomach before coffee, before all of that stuff goes. So that's what I wanted to show you this morning to maybe help put into your routine. Now, I have showed this on Instagram. I don't think I've shown this ever on YouTube. This is a nighttime. I found this on Instagram a year ago. I usually at the 4th quarter get really, really into like, what can I do to better myself, my sleep, this and that. And I find all these really great companies. So I've been showing this to you in my nightly routines for the past little bit over a year. I just want to mention, if you feel like you are completely all over the place, chaotic, just don't have it all together, it's the 2nd week of January of the new year, we can hang out because I am all over the place. I thought I would be much more pulled together, but I'm like, I got to get ahead. I'm not going to be doing what I used to do, like always trying to, do things at the last minute. Well, here we are. Here we are. I want to let you know that it's a challenge and I'm working on it. But it's hard. I'm hard. I feel like I'm very disheveled all over the place, trying to do a million things, get back to the studio, photo shoot, this and that video. I mean, it's just is what it is. So if you feel just like chaotic mess, that's okay. I am that way myself. So this is called Beam, B-E-A-M. This is the one I really actually have been just buying. Dream, chocolate peanut butter flavored, extra strength. This is a nighttime blend to support better sleep. This is something that my husband is obsessed with. He's obsessed. I introduce him to things. He tells me that I think I'm a doctor. That's not true. But then he follows all of my little concoctions that I create. It has melatonin in it, nano CBD, L-theanine. It has a lot of great things in it. So this is one that I have. I got a new one the flavor is sea salt caramel flavored. You just put it with water if you want to. You can add a little cream if you want to, a little almond milk, whatever you want. It's like a nighttime hot drink. I have actually the one I really like on auto ship now because somebody keeps going through it very rapidly and I always want to have stock. Then I ordered my Sakara Metabolism Super Powder. I haven't done this since 2023. When we were still in the apartment. This is something that is dark chocolate, helps curb cravings, ease bloat. and support lipid metabolism. This is really great to put into your protein shake. I really actually enjoy this. It's really nice. You can read on their website everything about this. You can add it to your coffee, smoothies, or other hot beverage. It's just something that I've used. I really enjoy. Horsetail extract to ease bloat. It has all kinds of great gut health and digestion. So that's something that came. That's pretty much it. So I am about to wrap up the evening, get ready for the photo shoots, keep creating content, bringing it to you. Hopefully it's inspiring you. Hopefully these things that I do and have been doing for years really inspire you. Some new products. You know, the pan challenge is such a great challenge, ladies. I really encourage you. Leave me a comment below. Are you going to try it? Have you already been in that realm? Less is more. Really use what you really love, and you'll see how it enhances your life. You don't need 1,000 things. You need to just really use what you love and make sure everything that you're using and touching is something that really brings you joy. That's what I really want to see in 2025. I've always said this to you, that you don't need 1,000 different cosmetic products. You don't need that with skincare. It gets overwhelming. You can actually do more harm to your skin by having too much of a routine, too many steps, too many things, you know, contraindicating with each other. You just need to keep it simple, ease back, relax, and enjoy the process with not so much stuff. That's what I really hope for you in 2025. Leave me a comment below. Again, letting me know, is it something that you think is amazing, great, interesting, or do you think I'm crazy and thinking like, why are you telling us to do that? Let me know. And until my next video, I'll see you later.